This Thursday, it's the 10th day of September, and Molly, this is going to be very cool, especially if you're going to be able to join them later on tonight for a performance in the Drake area.
Yeah, but the Sheslow Auditorium at Drake, they're playing tonight. We've got a Grammy winners in our studio.
How often can we say that?
You don't get to meet people who have a Grammy very often.
No, definitely. We do have the Turtle Island Quartet joining us. David, thank you guys for being here. It is so cool to hear you guys warming up, if nothing else. Tell everybody a little bit about your quartet.
The Turtle Island Quartet was started in 1985. We had this idea that it would be great to have a string quartet made of 4 players who could play classical music and play jazz and do a little bit of rock and roll as well. And it's worked out pretty well for us.
I think it was worked out very well for you. Why don't you introduce the players here so we know who's going to be performing?
My name's David Balakrishnan. This is Mateusz Smoczynski, Mark Summer, and Benjamin von Gutzeit. Violin, viola, and cello.
Okay, what's the difference between a violin and a viola?
Well, actually, the viola is larger for reasons other than the fact that it burns longer. But actually, it has to do with the fact that the instrument's the larger size of it gives a more deeper sound, and the strings are tuned lower as well.
All right, so that's very cool. But one thing that is very cool, you mentioned rock and roll. Some people might see violins and violas and a cello going, I'm not really going to be into this kind of stuff. But you guys have taken the rock and roll aspect and you put a great twist on it, haven't you?
This combination really does work. It doesn't have to just play Mozart. It can cover a lot of ground. And the violin, these instruments are represented in all sorts of cultures, so why not Jimi Hendrix? What the heck?
There you go. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, the Grammy Award-winning Turtle Island Quartet. 1, 2, 3. Folks, Turtle Island Quartet, they are going to be performing over at Drake later on tonight, Molly.
Yeah, 7:30 tonight at Sheslow Auditorium. You can see civicmusic.org/concerts for more information, ticket information. Okay, guys, so tonight you team up with jazz pianist, is it Cyrus Chestnut? What's that going to sound like?
Even better, believe it or not. And we're not in any way kidding at all. We're playing with Cyrus Chestnut, this amazing jazz pianist who plays a lot at Lincoln Center in New York and travels all over the world. One of the most great young voices of jazz piano, and has this great gospel feeling to his music. And this is a fun show, folks.
So you guys can play rock and roll, jazz, and Mozart. What's your favorite kind of music to play?
Oh, my absolute favorite kind of music to play is this very obscure composer. That would be me. I write my own music. In fact, everybody in the group is a composer. It's part of the idea of the group. We're all four of us writing as well as playing. So.
Wow.
Cool.
Now, you guys are crisscrossing the country. Where are you off to after Des Moines?
We were going on to Hillsdale, Michigan to play in a college program there.
This is thank you guys seriously for coming in. This is absolutely amazing, and we need you guys to play another song if you would be so kind.
We'll be happy to do this. Is Bouncing with Bud by Bud Powell.
ladies and gentlemen, Turtle Island Quartet. They are going to be playing tonight over at Drake at Cheslow Auditorium, along with Cyrus Chestnut. Hopefully, you can have a chance to get out there and check things out. Absolutely amazing, the sound that comes out of those instruments. And David, we're watching you, man. You're just watching everybody and every little move they make. That is really interesting, just watching your actions.
And you look like you guys are having fun too.
We're having so much fun. It really is a labor of love.
Now, any of the rock music you have done, have any of the artists whose songs you performed, have any of them heard you guys play their songs?
Actually, I don't think so. I think they're like the great classical composers. They're long dead. But,
Jimmy hasn't heard it. Maybe he has.
Jimmy hasn't heard it. I've heard Jimmy. I'm the one up here who actually heard Jimmy. That dates me a bit.
Cool. That's cool to say.
But actually, Mark was reminding me. Eric Clapton heard our version of a piece we played, a version of their group Cream's piece. What's it called again? Crossroads. See, I'm getting to that point where I can't remember the.
Well,
no, but nonetheless,
you guys sound amazing.
Great, so.
Well, thank you guys so much again for coming in. Drake tonight, folks. Go out and check them out. Thank you for being here.
Thank
we
you.
will be right back. You are watching Great Day.